Hey, hi everyone. I'm Sarah. I'm the Fit Mind trainer. I am a psychotherapist and hypnotherapist, and I wanted to say a few words about what my experience has been like working with Kirsty. I initially met Kirsty online in the online space over a year ago now, not much more than a year ago. It was probably around about December last year. Oh, there's the tree, see the tree. And I was curious about Kirsty. There was something about her I was really drawn to, and I started following the work that she was doing online in her group. And so as time went by, I started to realise that Kirsty had something really unique and special that I was drawn to. And the more I followed what she was doing in her group, and specifically the amazing information, the trainings and the insights that she was giving were really helping me so much in my business that it came to the point where I just knew that I wanted to work with her and that she could really, really help me. And I was a little bit nervous, to say the least, about signing up for some coaching because, I'm a psychotherapist and a hypnotherapist, so I call myself a hypnotist and mind coach. I don't really consider myself a traditional coach, right? And I work with specifically the subconscious mind and rapid transformation. So I don't kind of sell long-term coaching packages as much as do really fast changes really quickly. So I've been struggling with this for probably a year or so. So I qualified about 10 or 11 years ago as a psychotherapist and a hypnotherapist, and the whole online space was either non-existent or in its very early days at the time. And I just worked with people one-to-one. Right, so I had my hypnotherapy office and I would have people in, and that was a business that I managed and I loved and enjoyed for like the last decade really. And things changed, I had children and I went to live in South America for a while and came back to the UK, and I decided I really wanted to have an online business. So this is a challenge. How do you be a hypnotist? How do you do hypnosis and this kind of rapid change work over the internet? So I designed an online program and I was working with people on Skype and paid attention to every single free training that I could get my hands on, whether it was Kirsty's or anyone else's, but Kirsty's in particular were the most useful for me. But nothing really prepared me for the difference that it would make in the progress of my business, in my own personal development, or how I'm feeling about myself, about my life, about my business going forward. Nothing prepared me for how much that was going to change from working with Kirsty. And specifically I went to Kirsty because I wanted to get clear on my message, my brand. I'd really lost touch with kind of who I was and what was I about. I'm a hypnotist, and I started getting bogged down in being afraid of people thinking that it was all a bit too alternative or a bit woo-woo. And I had a bit of resistance as well to some of the things that Kirsty asked me to do. Even when we began the coaching and I did her workbook, I remember thinking, well, why am I being asked these questions? What's that got to do with my business? So it went really deep, and and as a therapist, I found the whole process really surprisingly refreshing, uplifting. Some of it was difficult. It was, Kirsty is inspiring. She is a great person to work with. She knows just the right questions to ask you. Her knowledge about business, about strategy, about really digging deep to find out, who you are and what's your message and your brand. I just knew that she would be the person to work with and do that for me. So since I've worked with Kirsty, I have, got so much more clarity on who my ideal client is, what I'm all about. I feel so much more confident talking about what I do, even though I've been doing it for a decade. The ease and clarity and flow that I'm feeling within my business is just unbelievable. And as a mum of 2 kids, including a toddler, one of my priorities when I went to see Kirsty is that I didn't want to get too busy too soon or get too carried away with work, because I wanted to have this like work-life balance with my children. And it's something that she was able to, she was really sympathetic and understanding about that. And at the same time, she had real strategies and mindset shifts that completely changed the way that I look at that and the way that I run my business and the way that I handle like the day-to-day working. So the result is I am getting so much more done. I am finding it easy. I'm feeling confident about who I am and what I'm doing. I wanted to switch up my brand a little bit more to represent me and who I am, and have more of a premium feel to it. And I've definitely done all of those things in a really short space of time. And now I have new goals, new stuff I want to do, and I wouldn't hesitate to work with Kirsty again. I think she's absolutely amazing. A really good decision I made to work with her. It took me a while. It took me a bit of time to to make that decision, but I just knew that she could help me, and it was an absolutely amazing decision. One of the best things that I've done this year, not just in my business but for me as well. So thank you so much, Kirsty. You're an absolutely amazing coach and a wonderful woman, really inspiring, and working with you has been an absolutely amazing process, and I can't wait to work with you again. So thanks very much. And I'll see you ladies, if you're watching this in the group, I will see you here in the group.